Yo. What is up, everybody? Woo. Hello. Happy Monday. Welcome back. Hope you all are doing great. Having a great Monday so far and had a fantastic weekend. What's up, Jack? That's a lot of little emojis over there. Trite, hello. Welcome back. Nice to see you. Manda's Code, welcome. Java, React Native, Flutter, Kotlin, Swift. What are we just asking? Which is better, I'm assuming. Thank you all for hanging out today. What's going on? What's the DL of going on in your lives? Just gonna get a couple things set up here. I feel like I haven't worked on Grüvee in days, and I guess it's true. Last time I worked on this was Friday, but it feels like much longer than that for some reason. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Well, folks, I hope you've been having a great start of your week. We started the stream a little bit early today. It's pretty good. Better start early than late, right? But today we are on day 164 of Grüvee development, and today we're going to continue that with the goal of hopefully finishing up some cool stuff today in regards to Apple Music and our playlists. Dude, it's been 10 years. It's 2030. You really have been asleep that long. Wow. You guys still remember me after 10 years? I think that says a lot about this channel. Man, 10 years. Wouldn't that be so wild if one day you just wake up and it's just like, yeah, dude, you've been out for the past 10 years. If you've been on life support for this whole time, but don't worry, you're still here, and you haven't aged a day. That'd actually be pretty insane. Okay, folks, let's head over to the stand-up room, talk about what we're gonna do today. I'll meet you over there. And as you can see, the elevator is still broken. Next week, the elevator should be fixed. It'll be good to go. Folks, welcome to the stand-up room. If you've never been to our stand-up's a time for us to talk about what we did yesterday, what we plan on doing today, and if we are currently blocked by anything. So for us, this is going to be for Friday, right? Obviously. But please let me know what you're currently working on, what you got going on in your lives, programming, non-programming. I want to know it all. BT Dubs, I was searching around for some new stand-up rooms yesterday. So hopefully in the next few weeks, we'll have a nice new stand-up room that's not destroyed, or it has 6 feet apart distance, so we don't have to worry about any, viruses and such. But this is what we did last Friday. Last Friday, we actually started working on the Golang template for Apple Music authentication. And by the way, Rushki, hello. Nice to see you. For the Apple Music authentication, we did some design on it. And just as an FYI, it was a first try. CSS first try, hype. And then we cleaned up a lot of our flow for the Apple Music auth in general. So it's looking clean. It's looking good. I think we're at a good spot for the alpha, at least, to get this thing started and this version given to people. And then we started working on adding Apple Music playlists to Golang. Yeah. Yo! Developer Aditya, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Nice to have you. Yeah, we started working on the actual addition to create an Apple playlist from Grüvee. So that's what we're doing, the Apple Music playlist. And so that's what we're going to work on today, finishing up that Golang function. And then there's a bunch of bugs that we noted down while going through this that we're going to try to fix up. So today's going to be a Golang day. It's exciting. Golang a day. 79th try? Come on. Come on, Rushki. First try. It's just you weren't there, so you can't say, you know what I mean? But yeah, folks, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here on this fine Monday. Let's should we just get started? Woo. It is time. It is time. Yeah, and in case you forgot what we're working on today, exclamation point today will get you the task for today. We're currently working on the repos that we're currently working in. Also, folks, it's halfway through June. Halfway through June. We're more than halfway to our goal of $500 for the Pixel Pride crew. Make sure you donate for the awesome cause of Trevor Project. Twitch is putting together. We're helping to get there. You can use your donations to vote for what is better, Flutter or React Native. Also get a really cool role in Discord, Pixel Pride crew. Get some mad props in there. And then finally, at $500, we're doing a karaoke stream with a fellow programming streamer here on Twitch named Ryan Tupo. Karaoke. Yeah, you're just going to hear the singing. It's going to be fantastic. But anyways, we are close. We're getting there. 14 days, 18 hours, 35 minutes remaining. If you're open to support the cause, thank you. If you've already supported the cause, thank you very much. Appreciate you. All right. Should we get started? Should we start off with probably start off with what we already have, huh? The poll is correct right now. Nah. All right, maybe a little bit. Rushki, dude, I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I feel about Flutter. I go back and forth on it, you know? Like, I like it, and then I don't like it, and then I'm just, like, very indifferent about it, and then... I don't know. The updates I've been seeing that have been coming out seem, like, pretty wild. I remember going back to Flutterthon and thinking about it, and it's just like it pains me when I was working on it, you know? It's like I just remember the pain that I went through. You know, deep inside how you feel. I do. Maybe. I like the idea. I like the idea of it, you know? I don't know if I actually love it though. I like the idea of Flutter a lot. Hey, Harry, welcome in. Nice to see you back, my friend. Cool, yeah, we're just getting this iOS device set up. Yeah, so essentially what we're gonna end up doing today is we have this this function called create social playlist. Create social playlist essentially is one of our Firebase functions that goes off and it says, hey, like I have this social account that I want to create a playlist for, and we should have the API tokens for that. So we're already doing it for Spotify, but now we have to alter our code a little bit here to also work for Apple Music. So one of the things we started working on was essentially putting this conditional thing saying, hey, if this thing's Apple, go ahead, we're going to set a certain endpoint for this. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and keep this here. And pretty much when we go to create playlists, we're now on the point where we're actually creating the request body and getting those things done. React Native tragedy, what? Did you ever hear the tragedy of React Native? I thought not. It's not the story a Facebook dev would tell you. It's a Google legend. Oh, God. Oh, man. React Native was a native mobile framework, so buggy and so slow, it could only use the web view. It had such knowledge of JSX and regs that it could even keep up with 3 whole objects in store. Fortunately, it taught Flutter everything it knew. Then Flutter killed him in his sleep. Ironic. He could save others from death, but not himself. Jesus Christ. Rushki, how long did it take you to put that together? How long? Damn, that was a good. That's like a child story I'm gonna tell my kid one day. Incredible. All right, here we are. Will I love it, or it's because Flutter killed React Native in its sleep? Right? Which one is it? Can't lie to me right now. But you'll see our sign in right now just went through. And so we have one playlist here. And so this is with our Apple Music user. So it's perfect. And so again, when we come over here and we create a new list on add, essentially what we're going to want to do. So this right here is what we're calling currently. And you'll see right here. We get down to this point and it's like BT dubs, we can't actually do this thing. So that's what we're currently working on right now. So we're going to go ahead and get it going. Oh, I see. Nice. It's a good modification there. Nice job. Yeah, and see, man, I did a good job last Friday. We left off having this stuff set up here to actually create our stuff. So essentially, first check is to see which one we're going to use. And then once we figure out which, we create Apple Music playlist request. I think we're just going to create the request, return it, and then, yeah, I think we'll just return it here and we'll just call do. We'll just call do on the request inside here. So it doesn't create an Apple Music yet. No, that's what we're going to do today. Yes, that's what we're doing today. Dude, you've been here for most of it, Rushki. It's been a freaking journey just to get to this point. And honestly, the hardest part right now after this is our Firebase functions. We have to set up a lot of Firebase functions around this stuff. Excuse me. Oh. It's gonna be a time. It's gonna put our skills to the test. All right, cool. So first we'll check for Spotify. Now we'll do if platform. Else we'll do platform name. Oh, I forget in Golang I use double quotes Apple. I guess we should probably do this in an if else like we did up above. Yeah. Or else if. Let's do this just in case. I don't want any weirdness coming out of this. The hardest part of this is not using. Jesus Christ. Who brought this Flutter guy in here? Let's get him out of here. Let's get him out. A bumpy one, but still, it has been a journey. Yeah, it has been. Dude, I'm just excited to release a version of Grüvee to everyone that.
Have you tried Flutter?
Yeah, I did. Thanks for asking. Flutterthon 2020. Woo! Yo, Flutterthon was already 2 or 3 weeks ago? Holy moly. What a time. What a time. Cool, yeah, so we're just gonna add this thing here and add this one here. And these are literally just gonna generate our request for us. So this thing here, when we call do on our request, it takes a HTTP request. So we're gonna start off by just declaring that here. Hey, Tensei, welcome in. Glorian, what's up? What's up? Yo, I think it's been like 4 weeks. Should we give it a quick check? When was this thing? Uh, 29 days ago. Literally a month ago. A month ago tomorrow. How wild, huh? Flutterthon felt like it was just yesterday. Wowza. Yeah, good times. Is there a big Flutterthon in June sometime? Yeah, so the next hackathon that I'm coordinating is actually called Hackalong. So Hackalong is something a bit different. And I did my first one about 2 years ago. We're getting a bunch of essentially I have a group of streamers that are going to help me out, programming streamers. And pretty much what happens is it's going to be not based on certain technology, but based on certain themes. And this one I think is going to be 72 hours. So stay tuned for that. We're currently in the process of planning it out, and it sounds like it's going to be in like August or September. So stay tuned for more information. Line 172, remove, oh, just error? Wait, what? Oh, nice. Yeah, thanks for that. I didn't even see that. Good catch. Okay, so what we're gonna want to do here. You still dream about Flutter? Nah. Oh, 16th of April. Yeah, nice. Nice, Harry. Yeah, cool. Oh, no. There's another one. Oh, nice. Nice. Oh, dude, that's actually pretty sick. Rushki, here you go, my dude. This is for you. Here you go. Wow, there's actually a legit Flutter hackathon. Oh my god. There's actually one out there that's properly put together. Oh damn. That's actually pretty funny. Okay, cool. So here, yeah, we find out if it's Spotify, find out if it's Apple Music, and then from there we need to create our actual request here. So it's gonna be var. We'll just call this request, and this will be a pointer http.request. Yep. And then essentially these things are going to return this. And so we gotta do that and that, and then just get rid of these errors. We'll return nil. Nice. And there you go. So we'll probably have obviously like a request and then request error. Oh, yeah. So I want to do that, and then var request error. And then this thing's just going to be an error. Nice. And then, yeah, we got to change this to also be that and that. Oops. Oh, they have it. If there was an App Store in 1985. Oh, yo, that's actually pretty sick. Wow, what a weird thought. What would you build? Huh. My time is Rushki. If you don't enter that, I'll be disappointed. I'll be really disappointed. Oh, cool. I'm just trying to get rid of these errors as we go here. Cool. Yeah, so these things are saying they're declared but not used, which is good. So now we can just add this here. Awesome. So first, I'm going to essentially just grab all the Spotify information here. Oh, before we do that, though, we should say if request error does not equal nil, we got a problemo, huh? Yep. So pretty much, yeah, we just have an error that's returned here. So I think we just want to do something like this. Or it's just request error. Oh, or here we can just return request error, right? Yeah, just like that. Nice. I'm entering my email, but stuck on the loading submit button. Dude, there's too much hype right now behind it. Too much hype behind Flutterthon. The Flutter. Folks, speaking of the App Store, June 22nd, so a week from today, Apple's holding the WWDC conference, which is Apple's Worldwide Developers Conference. We will be live streaming that event here on the Pixologic Dev channel. So make sure you join the Discord, be a part of it. Make sure you drop a follow. It's going to be a fun time. And I think we'll end up spending the rest of the day doing iOS-y, Swifty stuff. So it's going to be good. Should be fun. Hacktoid, please fix your website. Yeah, thanks, Sensei. I'll fix all these up. I don't know why I did those. But as we go through, I'll fix it up. I appreciate the heads up on it, though. Ew, Apple. Probably made it with React. Yeah, should have made it with Flutter. If they didn't make it with Flutter, I'll be pretty disappointed, honestly. Hey, friends, give me 1 second. I will be right back. All right, sorry about that. The site is built with Flutter? Jesus. I mean, I'm not surprised. I don't know why anyone would be surprised by that. Okay, cool. So essentially what we're going to do is this is what we need currently for Spotify's playlist request, right? So we generate this playlist request thing here, create some JSON body, and then at the end of it, we actually return this thing here. This thing will actually call a request, right? So I'm going to go ahead and throw this right here. Format it up a little bit. So one thing we do need to... Okay. We need to pass in our playlist name. So first is going to be playlist name, which is going to be a string. And... Yep. So Spotify playlist name goes there. And then what else we got? So we create our Spotify request here. Create playlist data. So we do that. And then we actually create our JSON body here by taking that. And then, okay, yeah, I have the formatting issue here. So pretty much we're going to return the JSON error. And then also we're just going to return nil here, not nil. Yep. Create the JSON body. And then here, this is where we're actually creating our request. Oh, an endpoint. Yeah. So we should probably put in endpoint. Endpoint is obviously the place that we're trying to hit here. So you'll see that's actually passed into us as well. Endpoint's gonna be right there. No, it's actually both Flutter. Wonder why it doesn't work. Yeah, I mean, Flutter web stuff still has a lot of issues, right? Cool. And then here we can also just return our error if we get one. And we need to return nil at this point. Awesome. And then, yep, we set up some headers here. Platform API and then token. Okay, so then we should pass in here the API token. That's actually going to be replaced right here. And then that should just be a string as well. So then here, the last thing that we're going to need is platform. Oops. Platform dot API token dot token. So we can pass that in directly right there. And that should probably be the same thing with Apple. Oh, it's in beta? Okay. Yep. Makes perfect sense. Okay, cool. So then at this point, what should happen is we should have our create playlist request. Yeah. And so we're going to pass that there, pass nil as our error object. And there we go. And then at this point, we're gonna end up taking our request, going over here, and running the request and good to go. It's Ruby. Hey Ruby, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. But yeah, so essentially now at that point, we have that all set up, good to go. And now, we check for status code. If status code is not okay, and status code does not equal status created, converts. Oh, right. So at least with Spotify, they give you a special like error object back, right? And so I actually created this Spotify request error object because this is used in a couple other spots. And so we just decode that thing if we reach this criteria here. I wonder what Apple gives us. Should probably look, huh? But either way, I mean, this is... Why is this called custom token response as well? This is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for create playlist response like that. Yeah. So actually put that there, that there, that there. Yeah. Okay, cool. And so here, specific to Spotify. We should probably test this out on Spotify first. Oxygen, hey, welcome back. Nice to see you. Yeah, nice. Okay. So in general, that looks pretty solid. I think we also should probably do the same deal with this. And do that. Awesome. So let's go ahead and do this. We're going to run another playlist creation here with our Apple user, and we shouldn't run into any errors at this point, I believe. Actually, I don't know if it's going to return anything. Let's see if it returns a 400. Oh, we get a 500. Okay, cool. So we get an error here. Invalid range pointer. So we get to creating playlists for Apple Music on line 84. What's line 84? Oh. Invalid memory address or nil pointer dereference. Interesting. Platform endpoint, huh? Does this thing need to be a pointer? Probably, right? Or no? I thought this should just work. Hey, Reme, what's up? Dad, hey. Do you have any tests for your Go code? So if you know you mess up any Spotify while adding Apple stuff, I don't have any tests, no. Yeah, so both React Native and Golang stuff don't have any tests currently. Yeah, it's one thing that I was planning to do on the last stage of our beta is essentially go ahead and write some tests. And this is because a lot of the stuff that we've been working in has been constantly changing. Like, we do it this way and then we implement something else and we're like, oh crap, we should probably be doing it this way, or here's a better optimization for it. And so it's kind of unstable. And so I'm like, I don't want to keep rewriting these tests if it's not set in stone yet, you know? Or like at a more stable version. So yes, but we do plan on writing some tests. Platform name not set. Well, so I set platform endpoint here, or I initialize platform endpoint here, right? And then I thought this should do the trick, because we get here where you go to, oh, I wonder if it is, I guess it'll tell us where it breaks, right? Yeah, why am I not looking at that? Okay, here we go. Create social playlist, go 143. Sometimes I have issues reading the. Oh, nice. Okay. Well, I mean, it gets all the way over here, it looks like. That's why. That's why. So we get to Apple Music, we create our request, but our request is nothing. Yeah. Okay, cool. So it went all the way through. It's just we haven't set up the Apple Music request yet. Okay, cool. That makes sense. No, yeah, Oxygen. So like I was saying, we got through all that. It was line 143. You can see down here in the stack trace. Yeah, it's actually calling when we do HTTP client.do. It's actually calling the request there. But we don't have Apple Music doesn't have anything. It just returns nil. So that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. But let's go ahead and actually sign in with a Spotify account. And then we can verify that it's working on Spotify. And I probably need to open this. And I'm just going to log into my Spotify account real quick here. Do some secret stuff. All right, cool. Yep. So you'll see here in the Spotify account I'm going to sign in with. Here are all of the created ones that we've done. Oh man, I'll just delete a couple of these. I don't think there's a good process for deleting these like in bulk, unfortunately. I guess unless I call like an API that just deletes all my playlists. Might not be a bad idea. But yeah, let's do a couple of these. Yeah, so we got to the point right now where we do set it up. And the next thing we've been wanting to work on is actually adding songs to these playlists. That's the next step. Hey, Jails. Make a mass delete. Yeah, I mean, I do believe that there's probably a lot of people that have playlists like this. Thanks for the follow, by the way. Welcome in. Yeah. All right. I realize I'm just going to delete all these. I wonder if they have like any keyboard. Yeah, they probably don't have it in their pop-up keyboard support. Oh my god. There's so many in here. Holy crap, dude. Okay, but I think this is kind of the last sweep of it here. Oh no, not download. Damn it. Oh, but I don't have premium. We're good. Can't you select and press delete? No. Not on here, at least. Oh, maybe backspace works. Nice. Good call. Yeah. Yeah, dude. The delete button doesn't work, but backspace does on my keyboard. Does deleting playlists in Grüvee also delete in Spotify, Apple Music? So that's a really good question, man. That's one thing that we've been talking about. My opinion is I don't think it should. My opinion is if you delete it in Grüvee, it shouldn't delete in Apple Music or Spotify. Like you should have to manually delete it from those platforms. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and sign in with Spotify real quick. But I'm curious to see your thoughts, so please let me know what you think. Cool. Let me sign in with the account. Cool. So we go back over here. Log in. Open. So you'll see this one playlist here. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete this playlist, and then let's go ahead and create a new one. Maybe we should do dates. Cool. So you'll see we don't get any errors over here. And if we go back over here, there it is. There's our playlist. Created with love from Grüvee. And so that's it. So Spotify does work, and we'll see that our endpoints are here, and our token refresh is working fantastically. So this is great. I agree that the deletion shouldn't occur on the platform, at least the not empty ones. I see. Okay. Yeah, good. I'm glad you think so. But what if I create a playlist with a name that already exists? Does Spotify, Apple allow that? Let's try. I don't know. I don't know if they do. Oh, nice. Okay, they do allow it. Yep. They do allow it. Interesting. I wonder what the reasoning behind that is. They're probably like, I just don't want to deal with it, which might make sense. But yeah, that's so at least for us, we always append Grüvee in front of whatever playlist is being created on Grüvee, right? And so we're going to be able to do a bunch of things like add songs to this thing as well. That's the next step as well. But cool. So we got that working for Spotify. Pretty seamless. Pretty snazzy. So the next thing we got to do is essentially the same sort of deal with Apple Music. So it is create playlist data, and then we have I think we had to also pass in as part of the body. I gotta double check. And then this was create request object. And then we had add headers and return. So create JSON body, create request object, add headers, and then return. Cool. So I'm going to open up this thing called Insomnia. And so that actually has a call to a playlist creation thing that I made a while back. But I'm going to grab the scheme from there, and it has some information in there. So mostly I'm going to grab the headers and then go from there. So, and then we're going to have to look up the how we like what data we need to pass in. So authorization, and this thing has a bearer. And I think this is developer token. Yeah. And then we had the music user token. Music user token. Okay. And then we had content type. Okay, cool. So I did it for looking up a playlist. Awesome. I want to make sure I added those things in there. Do you add songs to a playlist based on the name or ID from Spotify, Apple? So currently with Spotify, with both platforms, we haven't actually tried it from Apple Music yet, which I think we should be set up for that already. We haven't actually tested it though. But essentially what we do is for Spotify, we actually parse the URL of the link that you pass in, and we grab the ID, and then we just use Spotify API to search for the song and then add it directly. And then in our database, create like a document for that song. Corentin, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Cool. So then the next thing is let's go over to good old Google. Library playlist creation request. Dictionary that includes strings for the name and description of new playlist. So attributes, and then an optional key including tracks for the new playlist. Oh, I see. So the description and a name, and that's all about it. So I think we can just create a JSON body object and then go from there, right? So the first thing that we're going to want to do probably is create a new, so we have the Spotify playlist request here defined there. So we're probably going to want to do the same thing with Apple Music. So we'll probably just do a new type here. We'll do Apple Music playlist request. And so I keep these in here because we actually don't need these. These types are only used inside this function, so we don't need to do them anywhere else. And so I don't export them into our main package that has all of our other types in it as well. Hey, Llama. Yeah, feel free to check out here. We're working on this app called Grüvee. Currently working on some back-end Golang stuff. Essentially adding a playlist to an Apple Music account via APIs. And so Apple Music playlist request. Yeah. Yeah, what's going on? Welcome in. And so it looks like the only thing this thing needs. Oh no, this is actually gonna be different. So it needs this library playlist creation request. Oh, which is application JSON. Okay, nice. And then this thing's just called attributes. So that's going to be the first thing that we create here. Llama Cap, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Oh, this is React Native. So it looks like we need attributes. And it looks like attributes is just going to be another struct in here that essentially just includes, oh, that's right here, description and name, 2 strings. We're gonna do name, string, and then description. I can't spell for my life. Oh no. Description will also be a string. And we're going to tag these things, right? So this thing should have a JSON tag called attributes. And then same with this thing. This should also have a JSON tag called name. And here, JSON tag of description. Yeah, I think the one thing I love most about Golang are these tags. They're freaking awesome. Like, they're so cool. I love them. Okay, but so it looks like we just create this thing here. And so here, we're going to do essentially what we're doing here with our Spotify request. Let's do var Apple Music playlist request. And then we're going to essentially do this and just define this thing. So attributes. How do I think I can just do this. Oh, I got to do an equal sign. Yep. So attributes can just equal this thing where we have a name. It's going to be playlist. Actually, how does the struct work like this? Oh, I see. I forgot. So it's we can just create this thing, which is just an empty struct or hash map, right? Is that what it's called? Hash map? I have to leave. No worries, Lama. Have a good one. Catch you next time. Steve and Barry, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Oh man, what is it? Or it's just interface. I thought maybe it was like interface like this. Yeah, since this is one level deeper, I always get confused by how this works. Because we do have attributes. And then our attributes is just a struct, right? How do you... Do we just call it struct? Like this? And then we pass in like name or something? I thought because like struct is a type, right? So we need to give it... Oh, so you can just declare var a student. So equals student. Oh, it starts off with nothing. I see. So then we can essentially just do this. Yeah. So var Apple music like that. Don't initialize it with any values to begin with, and then we can do Apple Music request dot name, and that's when this thing equals to playlist name, and then Apple Music request dot description, and then we can do the same thing, created with love from Grüvee. So we actually probably need to do this. Let's go. Nice. Oh, nice. Okay. So here we go. We do that, and then we need to create our JSON body. Because again, it's application JSON we're putting as a header. And this thing is going to be that. And JSON error, all right. And then it's create request object. And so here we take our post, our endpoint, write our JSON playlist as a buffer, and then add the headers. So the fun part is now here. And we have content type application JSON, so that's good there. We also have the bearer token. So the bearer tokens actually be different. And I will show you what we're going to need to do for that. And this is going to be header dot add, and this one we're going to actually need to do music user token. And this is where our API token comes into play. And then this guy is actually going to be our Apple developer token. And so the developer token is actually stored in another Firebase collection. So I'm actually going to have to request that thing. Yeah, because I think I still have it here, right? Yeah. So internal tokens right here. I actually have to call this thing and grab it from Firebase, so we can actually do it here. So let's go ahead and just take this, put it here, and so this thing is going to be bearer. And then whatever our Apple developer token is, right? So before I guess we do this, Get Apple developer token. Yeah. And for that, we're going to have to make a call to Firebase, which I don't know. I don't think we have imported in here. Yeah, we're going to have to get that thing. Hey, Teckle, Flutter, React Native, my friend. This guy. Hey, Dynamite, welcome. Nice to see you back, man. Hey, Ciro. What are you coding? Why no Flutter? So we're coding this thing called Grüvee. Take a check right there. Let me know your thoughts. And we're not using Flutter because I want to use React Native. I'm not a big... we were talking about it this morning. I'm not a huge fan of Flutter, but I also like it. I don't know. I don't know where I'm at with it yet. I'm still trying to understand. Still trying to understand if I want to use this thing or not. Hey, Lucas Fiera. Thanks for the follow. Welcome. He wants to suffer. He didn't ignore me today. So honored. Here, let me do it a little better. Everyone, please give a large round of applause to our very trusted and incredible moderator, Dr. Dynamite. Do we have some claps in the chat? Is this better? Give some claps, maybe some salutes as well. How was that? I think that was better. Okay. Every time you come into chat, that's how it's going to be. Hold me to it, Dynamite. You got to hold me to it now. I'm going to come up with something incredible for you. I appreciate you being here, man. Yeah, Sierra, I built something in Flutter, like something very basic, and it was good, but something I just don't love about it. He could ban me 90-second. Exactly. The power. Claps aggressively. Thank you, Steven. Thank you. Don't hurt your hands, though. Don't hurt your hands. Okay, cool. So we need to actually make a call out to Firebase to grab this thing. How do I do that? Oh, well, actually, I could probably utilize Apple Auth, right? Do I not use it yet? No, I do. I do internal. Yeah, here we go. So, okay, so I need Firestore client collection, Apple Dev token, do this thing. All right. So with that being said, there, we need to actually set this up to utilize this thing. Firestore client. Thank you. Modzone intimidated me. We learned that in troll school. There we go. I didn't know there was a school for trolling, but I could believe it in this day and age. Cool. So Firestore client, we initialize Firestore here. Oh, right. I always forget. Do I have a init with env here? I don't have it. So I've had to do this really weird thing where I've had to create this init with env function, and like it's been all right. The thing is, it grabs our environment variables, and the thing is, we can't do it in init because our environment variables aren't loaded in yet. So I have to do it after the function loads, which I feel like it's not the best, but I haven't figured out another way to handle it. So we just go on with this thing. But I need to bring this thing in now, so we're actually able to init our Firebase Firestore client, so I can actually call things from there. So let me go ahead and add this thing. I think we have helpers down here already, right? Hello VS Code. Where's my, none of these things collapse? That doesn't seem right. Where are my collapse arrows? Oh man. Okay, actually throw this right here. And so really all we need to do is get this. We got to get the project name or the project ID. Yep. And then we initialize Firestore right here. So this actually ends up going to the root of our function here. Why does... There's some logic missing here. What is this? Or am I crazy? All right, hold up here. Hold up one gosh darn second. How is this working? There's no errors here. Wait, what? There's no beginning to this if statement, right? Am I crazy? Okay. Interesting. That is really weird. I guess the linter is not picking that up for some reason. Or do I have something somewhere else? Huh. I'm a mod for the people, not like roars. Oh, damn. Throwing roars under the bus like that. Okay. Well, damn. All right. That was... Oh, maybe because of... oh, yeah. Maybe because when I added this thing... Funk... What's wrong with this? Expected expression? Expression for what? This is a funk. Would I have to capitalize it? But that's if we want to export it. All right, something got jacked up here. What is going on? Oh, here. Okay. Yeah. What the heck just happened? Let's get this out of here. Okay. And so that's like that. That's fine. Init with M. M is right here. Okay, I think we're good. That was just really weird. I really don't know what's going on here. Oh, but this right here. Yeah, there's something. So this thing, so if social, else if response here, create social players response. I'm gonna revert that real quick. Okay, I think we should be good. You're just missing a brand. No, but there's no check in this second else if, wherever the heck that was. Like this. What is this? Like, how does this work? Right? Like that is not right. I'm like double checking myself to make sure I'm not going crazy. Fishglar, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Hold on. I need to restart this real quick. This is making me feel really weird. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what is so weird right now. It's so freaking weird. I don't know why. I don't know why it's not getting picked up when everything else is getting picked up no problem. Yeah. Oh, there. Oh. Dude, that is so weird. Okay, so apparently it just had a caret on it. Get revert everything. All right, sorry about that. That really was like giving me the heebie-jeebies. I was really confused. Anyways, so now that we bring this thing in, we need to... It's so weird. We need to go ahead and add this here as well. So I think we had to check for, yeah, hostname. So hostname.get OS here. Yep. So we can do that now. And so the reason why we can just add hostname here is because we're going to use this later on. Current project is solely just for initializing Firestore right now. And so we can actually take this now, throw this up here. Boop. And that's all about it. I think I return error. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we should say error and then say if error does not equal nil, return error. Oh, no, we want to write. Actually do our writer. Why isn't this thing? Wow, that was really weird. It seems like this VS Code extension for Golang is like a little... It's having some trouble today. It's having some trouble. Is this really the only place I write this? Okay. All right. Well, all we have to do here is then just write our header for... I think I just pass in the error, right? Yeah. So we'll just write back whatever response we get from that error. Okay, we need to definitely double check this. So initialize path. So we init with env. We now have our Firestore client that we're going to be initializing. I think that should be set up, right? Yeah, cool. And then so at that point, we generate our create social playlist request. We get that thing started. Then we decode our object that's coming through. Prostoludin, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Do I not do anything here? Or is this a weird caret? I don't know what the heck's going on here. Don't break the rule. I'll try not to. Thanks for the follow. Dude, my carrots aren't working here. What the heck's going on? It works for some of them, but not others. So like, I don't really know how to do this. Oh, we should probably return, right? As well. Just because we write doesn't mean we're going to return. Okay. Oh, here it is. Jesus Christ. Oh, I just do HTTP error. Oh, I see. Yeah, we should just do that then. Okay. Errol, hey, what's up? Thanks for hanging out. Yeah. Okay, I knew I had it some way. So we do writer, and then we do error.error, and then internal server error. And this is init with so I write it to our console, and then I also write it to our request response. Yeesh. Okay. So anyways, we get our decoder, platform endpoint, social refresh tokens, and then social refresh token error. And currently right now we say, if this thing is Spotify, we set up our proper endpoint. And then again, this is sort of weird. We check to see if this thing is, we need to refresh our tokens solely for Spotify. So we do that check in here. Else we do the same thing for Apple Music. Probably log this here too for Spotify. So we get a couple logs in here, and then platform endpoint we set, cool, and then create social playlist response. What is this thing? Oh, I see. Yeah, so this is where we had the, again, if we receive, or again, this is solely for Spotify at the moment. So what we're going to want to do, to even start with, we're pretty much just going to say, if our platform pretty much want to do this, right? We don't care about going in this if we're with Apple Music. So if the platform is Spotify and social refresh tokens does not equal nil, we're going to run this thing as well, which is good. And then at that point, we actually call API to create our playlist with data. So we do create playlist, and this is what we were working on. So now we can go back over here. Create playlist will come in here, checks for Spotify or Apple Music. And then at that point, we create our thing. So we were working on create Apple Music playlist request. And so here, create Apple Music playlist request, we need to get the developer token. This is where all this came into play. And then we can actually just kind of copy this here. So you'll see we have this. Yeah. Oh man, so I might want to It's almost as if I want to put this helper function somewhere that can be shared. Because I didn't realize I'm going to have to get this thing. But at the same time, okay, I think for now I'm just going to grab this. And then we're going to put this here. And then we're going to do get Apple Dev token like this. We don't have to pass anything in. It's just literally calling Firebase. This is create social playlist. And then this just returns the token or error. So we will do colon equals, and we're going to get the token, dev token, or error. And then we check to see if error does not equal nil. We're going to do the same deal. We're going to return nil and error. Go from there. Else we have the dev token, and we just go like that. Oh, right. So, forgot. So return if there, and then Apple Dev Token. What does this thing look like again? Oh, right. So it actually will return the token. So it's going to be, let's do dev jot, and then we do dev jot dot token, which will be the actual JWT that we return, because it has a bunch of other stuff in it as well, right? And that should be it for us, folks. So pretty much we got the header there. What is going on here? JSON decode error. Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I think we're ready to test Apple Music now. The only other thing that I can think of is we should log into Apple Music on a web player, right? And see if that works. Cool. Let me go ahead and sign in with this thing. Okay, so I've never. Oh, wrong one. I've never actually used Apple Music before, so I'm not really sure how this works. Hey, Mantis, morning. How we doing? Okay. I think we're in. Here we go. So I already had something here called some playlist. I have no idea what this thing is, but we're gonna delete it. Oh, I think it was a test. But okay, so I have my playlist here. Oh, I guess I probably just deleted it. Doing fine, Mantis. Yeah, doing good. We're just about to test out if our Apple Music playlist is going to be created properly. Coffee. Cheers, friend. Thank you for the coffee. Woo-wee. Yeah, so let's sign out of here. Oh, the one thing that I hadn't set up yet. So I'm going to actually delete. I got to delete my Firebase user real quick. Currently, I don't have it set up to pull from. Yeah, to pull from the same account yet. It's actually just going to create another account. So we're going to delete these real quick. And then we can go through the whole Apple Music flow, so then you all can see it as well, which will be cool. Hopefully it works at least in the way that I had expected to, but we shall see. Delete account. Alrighty. Okay, so I have a feeling it might actually break, but we're gonna see. We're gonna find out right now. So first, let's go through the whole Apple Music sign-in. So I open up Grüvee for the first time. I'm gonna be like, all right, cool, sign in with Apple, nice. And so it comes to this really cool screen here. I'm gonna decide to share my email. This is gonna be the first link to Grüvee itself. And I'm just signing in with my account. And once I sign in, once I'm verified properly, I get to choose my username. So it's like, hey, what username do you want to use? So we have your boy Apple should already be taken. Yep. And then like your boy Alec. That's the one I'm going to want to use. Let's get Grüvee. Should create my user. There we go. And then you'll see in the database, we now have a new user, your boy, with our social platform, and all that fun stuff. So now the next thing is I'm going to create a playlist. So I'm going to say my first Apple Music playlist. And at this point, it should. Ooh, will it? Oh, it actually might not. Oh, it doesn't. Oh. Okay, so this is actually. This is a really good point. So on sign out, when I sign out of an account and I sign in with like Apple Music or something, I have flags that are stored locally in the app. And if those flags aren't reset, so I never get the message that says authenticate with Apple Music. Oh, yep. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, because there's no API token. Oh, I probably want to do this so I can actually see what this thing is. So let's actually see what the error is for that gets returned. Blast the speakers. Thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Glad to have you here today. So we call this. You'll see we get the 400. That's coming from our Firebase function. Gasp. Add. Oh, it's just the same thing? Okay, I thought it was going to give me something a little different. Maybe that's what the extra means. Like, nah, it's not actually a thing. Okay. Well, either way, so you'll see create playlist. We error out somewhere. But I know exactly why this is happening. So we need to delete these things. Just for testing purposes right now, I'm actually just going to go over here. And I'm going to go directly to where we actually set up our Apple Music auth stuff. Cool. So you see we'll come over here, sign in with Apple Music. And so I've already authenticated with the app before, and apparently it knows that, something along those lines. So I press open here, should bring us back over here. And now in our DB, you'll see that we have a token. So there's our token right there. I'm going to try creating a new playlist now. And then this should show us if we get, if we get something here with Apple Music. So let's try this out. My first Apple Music playlist. We'll see if this thing is actually working. Okay, we get a 400 again. Why? Did it create the playlist maybe? At least? Okay, we must be breaking somewhere else. Oh, man, I wish it gave me a little more than just this. Interesting. Okay. We're going to have to debug through this whole thing. Llama with memory loss. Man, what a sad llama. So sorry to see that. Welcome in. Thanks for the follow. I think we're probably hitting this correctly. You know what? We should probably add some log statements to this thing, so we can at least tell what's going on here. Because, like, for example, we add stuff here. Why did I not add this at all? I should just do snapshot error. Let's fix up some of these errors real quick. And so we'll do printf for some formatting. Do some of that %v. And we'll go error like that. Yeah. And then this we can just do data to error. And then sort of same deal here. If we get anything, we'll at least know what line it's on, where it's coming from. Yeah. Okay, that looks promising. And then create Apple Music, we come in here. So, oops, same deal here. We're gonna want to just grab our log printf. Hey Marcel, is Firebase a better technology to mobile apps? I mean, it really depends on what you're working on, right? Firebase works without mobile apps. Like, you can use Firebase in web and other places as well. But Firebase has a really, in my opinion, has a really good integration with mobile apps in general. So I've been a pretty big fan of it so far. Cool. I'm just adding this little part here to know where we're coming from as well. Yeah. So if we're airing out anywhere in here, we should know now. Well, at least get some log statements. Oh, this, yeah, that's gonna be fine there. That will log out in Apple. Yeah, get Apple dev token here. And then do we have any other places? Yeah, so that's probably in create playlist, right? So we probably going to want to do the same deal here. Yeah, we're going to go like that. So essentially just keep adding proper logging here. That's really what it comes down to. HTTP error. And this is going to be HTTP error. Yep. And we're going to go here. Whatever our decode error is here. Oh, and then we return this formatting error. Okay. Okay, I think we're good to go now. Let's go ahead and rerun this thing. The one thing I wanted to verify as well, init with env. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're good to go there. I want to see if there's any log statements. Okay, but now we can create a playlist here, and let's see what we got. So I'm gonna actually delete this. Take 3. Let's see what the error pops out as. Really? Wait, what? So, what? Create request error. So, I mean, this must be happening off the bat? Like, I don't... Yeah, this is interesting. Okay. Dynamite, thanks for using your pixels here. Note to self: welcome Dr. Dynamite, otherwise he'll spit his tummy out. Thanks for using it, friend. Hey, Rank, welcome in, welcome in. Appreciate you, dude. Let's put it right here. Oh, 6, 15, 20. Thanks again for using your pixels here, my dude. There you go. There you go. All right, so we still go through here, creating playlists for Apple Music. Create social playlist here. I don't know if I can use the debugger. I think we tried using a debug, like VS Code debugger to run this thing, but I don't think we were able to. So if we're at line 130, right? That means we come here and create playlist ends up airing out somewhere. And create playlist is this, right? But it doesn't even give us like, I don't even know what this is. Unless I messed up somewhere. Hey, King Ghost. Yeah, we're working on this app called Grüvee. Feel free to take a look right over here, my friend. Currently working on Firebase functions in Golang to create an Apple Music playlist right now. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Hope we're doing well. Sequel Mercer. Howdy ho there, neighbor. How we doing? All right, we're going to try putting some log statements and see what the heck is going on here. This is weird because you would think that if anything, so it'd be like, I mean, at this point we should be in here. So this will be attempting to create Apple Music request. What languages are you using? I'm using JavaScript for React Native, and we're using Golang for Firebase functions. Yeah. So currently we're on the Golang side right now, trying to figure out why this thing is airing out. So I guess the other thing we can do here is add our request here. And then we do request. Curious to see like what this thing comes out to be. And I guess we can kind of start there, right? And see what the deal is. And then we can do a log.print line here as well. Yeah, I just want to add some stuff here. Trying something new today. Got up at 5:30 rather than the usual 8:30. Starting a new dev project today. Hey, nice, Mercer. That's freaking awesome. I get up at 4:30, and I essentially do the same, but I come here on Twitch. Why aren't you using Flutter Rushkey? Dude, we're using Golang. It has nothing to do with Flutter right now. Eduardo, what's up? Thanks for checking out Pride. Love your support if you're feeling open for it. Okay. So I'm just gonna add these things here. I think we should be good. Let's see what we get with our calls here. Yo, Eduardo coming in with that Twitch Prime. So, yo, salutes, my friend. Thank you so much for that Twitch Prime. Woo. Appreciate you being here, my friend. That was pretty heavy. Ooh, I love them heavy. Yeah, it's from one of my favorite songs. Eduardo, thanks for hanging out, my friend. By the way, make sure you join our Discord. Link your Twitch account to your Discord account, and you'll get an awesome role in chat. Welcome in as an intern to the Pixologic dev community. Lucas, obrigado, my friend. Obrigado. Yes, okay, so let's call this thing. We should see some logs here. Hopefully give us something. Give us something here. Tell me what's going on. Why? Add. Okay. So JSON created, got dev token. We have all of our stuff here. Oh, music user token. Music user token is empty. Why? Or it's an array? What was that? Did I not pass in my API token here? Is that what's going on? Oh, I think I know what the problem is. Hold up 1 second. The way that we did this is kind of weird. So users, social platforms, blah. Okay, yep. So you'll see here our API token is empty. So the reason why this happened is because, like I was telling you, we had that weirdness with the internal token. So this thing, it's actually making the request, but the problem is it's not passing in a token, so it's failing. I'm sorry, Mr. Pixologic, I'm new here. I just like Flutter, that's all. All right. Whatever, dude. So if we actually refresh the app, we should now get our token. And I think this should work. Let's verify that this token's in here. What? Okay. Yeah, yep, API token, you'll see it actually has something populated now. So let's go ahead and do this thing. Hopefully we should get a good error now. Or like, we should create a playlist now, I think. If that was the error, I wonder, oh, you know why? Because we probably need to decode our response. So that's the next step we're gonna have to do here. Or hello from Grüvee. Fingers crossed. Oh, baby. I think it went through. No issues there. Let's check our Apple Music playlist. Oh my God, it worked. Look. Oh my God. Yes, dude. Woo. Yo, this is always exciting. Heck yeah. That was almost a first try. Sort of. Not really. But hey, thanks everyone. Pretty exciting, right? Created with love from Grüvee. So now this is awesome. We have Apple Music and we have Spotify playlists being created. Now we just need to make it like better and work more properly. But yeah, there it is. There it is. Dude, that is so sick. That makes me so happy. Nice. Yo, that's awesome. Ooh. What does Grüvee mean? So instead of James. My dude. Yo, James Werner in the chat? Hello? Can we get a what's up? James, my dude. Folks, if you haven't checked out James Werner yet here on Twitch, if you're looking for someone that can blow your mind with web technologies, go right now, go to his channel, drop a follow, make sure you tune into his streams. Dude, thank you for the raid. Woo! Bringing in those 38 fresh new devs. Welcome in, dude. Sleepy Jewel, hello. How we doing? How we doing? Rocker Turner, what's up? What's up? Hey, salutis, dude. Thanks for being here. Folks, everyone who's coming from James' channel, first of all, welcome. Thanks for being here. My name's Alec. We're currently working on an app called Grüvee. This app's a social collaborative playlist where you and your friends can get together, collaborate on a playlist together, no matter what streaming service provider you're on, add comments to songs, get notified when people add new songs. And we just did something great. We just created a Apple Music playlist from our app as well. So when you make a playlist in Grüvee, you're now able to create a playlist in Apple Music. It's freaking awesome. So now we have Spotify and Apple Music. Goldian, Mercer, and Lucas, thank you all for the follows, friends. Woo. That beard though, hey, thank you. I've been working on it for quite some time. Appreciate it. James, dude, nice to see you streaming, man. How was your stream? What are you working on? I was working on React ECS stuff today using ECSYO. IO got it fully working. It was pretty. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Nice, man. A highly experimental entity component system for the web. That's freaking sick, man. Don't worry, dude. Yeah, no worries about the Discord stuff. Yeah. I'm glad to see that you're streaming, man. And thank you again for that raid. A Cali boy. What's up? Welcome in. Welcome in. So what'd you end up building with it? Yeah, okay, so now that we have this thing all set up, we should probably commit some stuff, huh? And make sure that things are working properly, kind of down the line. Because again, oh, let me add this to the bugs list. We need to reset async memory when signing out. So yeah, so we found this big bug when signing out of an account. We got to reset all of our local memory. So all of our flags that we're using, we need to make sure we change that back. Else we're going to run into weird issues where we can't authenticate with things. But yeah, let's go ahead and start off by committing some of this stuff here. Because we got a lot in here. So we're going to commit some Golang stuff. Oh, did I change the version on here? I did not. So first off, we got to change our versioning for our Golang function. We're going to call this thing adding check or adding support for Apple Music playlist creation. Nice, dude. This is a good one to check off the list. Alpha, welcome in, by the way, if I didn't say hey. God damn, yeah, it is a good one. That is a good one. Like, this whole time, I've felt as though we're never going to get through Apple Music stuff. But we finally did it. Oh my god. Nice, man. Cool. So we... oh yeah, we had some codes and status stuff. Yeah, we added the Apple Music playlist request. So we actually should probably set up the response as well, because we will get a response back, right, from that API, and make sure that we debug it properly and go from there. Spotify playlist request. Yeah, it's fine. So we added our Firestore client there, which is good. I'm gonna move this here. Yep, and then we actually had to bring in our init with environment. So this is going to check our environment variables, make sure we're good to go there. Added our refresh tokens and social refresh tokens error, and then we added our check for Apple Music. So we first check for Spotify, creating playlists for Spotify. We add the proper endpoint based on that, and then we check to see if we need to refresh our Spotify tokens. Currently, this is only needed for Spotify, so that's why we have it here. And then else, if it's Apple, same deal. Set up our Apple playlist like that. Okay, and then again, we do a check solely for Spotify. This is for actually setting our Spotify playlist or setting a new refresh token into our social playlist from there. That's good to go. And then we finally call API to create the playlist. And that looks good. Yep, and we log this thing out. We send it out over there as well. And then if response does not equal nil. Oh, yeah, so this is a part where we need to tweak a little bit more too. Yeah, right header, we just send back no status. Okay. Or no content. Sweet. So this is good. We've already checked through this stuff. Baron UKF, thanks for the follow, my friend. Welcome. Create playlist. This is the big mamma jamma. This is the thing that we were really working on. Built the React implementation in simple render to show it tracking DOM element bounding rectangle. Oh yeah? Oh, nice, dude. That's sick. Hell yeah. Dude, that's awesome. Looks like a fun time. Strix XC, thanks for the follow as well. Welcome. Bishklar, is nil equal to null? Yes, that's correct. Yeah. So this is our Golang's Golang work. And so yeah, nil is essentially null. Like I think technically they're like they do have some differences if we're talking about computer science in general, but like sake of simplicity, yeah, it equals null. Oh yeah, Glorian, sorry I didn't answer you. Yeah, so Grüvee was essentially just a play on the word groovy, so Groovy. But instead of spelling it like that, I decided to spell it like this with an umlaut over the U and just two E's, so like groovy, you know? But groovy usually like is connotated with music, right? Like get groovy or like this music is groovy or something like that. I don't know. I don't think people use that nowadays anymore, but back in the day, that was the thing. Cool. I'm just cleaning up some of these log statements. And again, we come over here, we do this. We do this. Oh, I wonder. Oh, I'm curious if it actually went in here. And so it technically didn't crash, but our status code was not equal to OK. And it wasn't equal to OK, and it wasn't equal to status created. Interesting. Maybe that's what it was. Okay, so we need to come back and do that. Got Apple Dev Token. This goes up to Firebase. It checks to see if we have our Apple Dev Token there to get things done, to actually make our request. Awesome. And then create Apple Music playlist request. Go from there. This actually creates our request, which you saw just worked. We don't need this anymore. And then this also we can remove. All right, there. And then we have the same thing for Spotify. Same deal. A little bit different. And then refresh token. We already used that. We didn't change anything there. So let's go ahead and take a look at our Apple Dev or a check for Apple. Yeah, let's do if. I'll actually put this check for our platform first. Go grab some food. Yeah, thanks, James. Appreciate the raid again, man. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll talk to you soon. Is Golang like Python? I see no semicolons. Yeah, no semicolons here. Yeah, it definitely has a similar feel to writing Python. But I believe Golang is based off of like the C architecture as well, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so we're gonna have these checks here. And so if Spotify, we're actually gonna grab this thing and pretty much say, hey, if Spotify is this thing, yeah, and we'll just do that. What was the first language you learned? The first language I learned was actually C. I took an intro to C class in university. That was the first time I ever programmed. Yeah. Hey Isaac, welcome in. What's great about Go? So Go is actually really fast. Like under the hood, it's faster than most backend languages, and then also, in my opinion, it's just nice to write. It just makes sense when writing server-side code. So yeah, it's so when I started this project, I didn't know Go or React Native, and I picked this up in 164 days. All this like has been built within the past 164 days. So I would definitely say like it's pretty easy to pick up. But you know, still a lot to learn. Like I'm sure there's a lot of refactoring I can do in my Go project here and figure out how to make things better. Go is syntactically similar to C, but with memory safety, garbage collection, structural typing, and CSP style concurrency. Okay, nice. Yeah, thanks, Montes. Yeah, I knew there was some similarities with C in some sense. I didn't know if it was down in the core or if it was more of a more just syntactically. Okay, so we're gonna look to see what this thing returns, right? So we get a response code here. What about an error? It doesn't look like we get a 201 here. The data included in the response for a library plays object requests. I get 201. I don't know. So do they don't give any errors here? Like what happens? So if successful, the status code is 201 in the data array and response route, blah, blah, blah. If unsuccessful, the HTTP status code indicates the error and details are in the errors array. See handle response. Okay. Yes. We should look at this. This is what we should look at. Hey, Guy, welcome in, man. Nice to see you. Okay, so the core document object appears in response of the response root object. This object contains different arrays and groups of resource objects which contain information requested about the artist, album, song, and so on. If a request is successful, status code response is in the 200 range. The body of the response contains either requested array of resource objects in the data array or the result of a request as a map called results. Where resource types are the members and the corresponding values are groups of resource objects. Okay. If the status code indicates an error, the response may contain information in the errors array about one or more errors that occurred. The status code indicates the primary error, but you should examine the contents of the errors member of the root object for details about the individuals. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so we should probably, map this out properly, just so we can know what this thing's gonna look like if we error out, right? So I think what we're gonna want to do, we can kind of do like sort of a catch-all here. So if create player's response dot status code, we should do it like this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we should do this actually. So in here, if we grab one of these, then we should check for our our playlist. Right? If we have errors, let's parse them out. Let's parse them out. And so here we actually do our check for if platform is Spotify, and then else if platform is Apple. Like that. So we already have a Spotify set up, right? And now we just need Apple's. So step number one is we got to make a new Spotify request error. So we're going to go into another folder here. This is called package. This is where we share our, this is where some of our types are shared across other functions. So I've taken these out and put them in a separate file, and it's essentially a separate module. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to actually update this version as well. Hey, DevDream, how are we doing today, man? Welcome. So beta.5 here is going to be adding Apple Music error type. Yeah. Hey, thanks for the follow, DevDream. Welcome in, my friend. Nice to have you. Yeah, so you'll see over here, we have this here. So Spotify request error, Spotify request error details, and then yeah. So we're gonna do the same thing over here. We're gonna call this type Apple Music request error. It seems like this is probably going to be similar for a lot of the Apple Music APIs we call. So again, we just create this thing over here that does it for us. So represents the Apple Music error object. Cool. And so you'll see in Spotify, they have just this error object. In Apple Music, I think it looked like they had this response root thing. Oops. I did not want to download that, but I guess I'll take it. Response root. Oh, nice. Okay. So I guess this thing is just going to be called response root. And it has another thing in here called errors. This is actually really helpful. I should just use this. Yeah, so let's just do then response. We're going to call this response root. I'm assuming that's what it's going to be called here. Oh, I guess we can look at it here. Oh, I see. Okay, so we don't actually have to get a response root. It's just the response root. So you can see here like data, and then we have errors. So this thing's actually going to be called errors. And then we're actually going to create a Apple Music errors. Yeah. And so we'll do kind of the same flow that we did with Spotify, right? So we create this type here, and this type is going to be called Apple Music errors. And the reason why we lowercase it is because we only want this accessible. We don't want to export it. We just have it accessible within this file. So struct, and then let's add a quick comment here. Represents the Apple Music error object data. Sweet. Okay, and then we also need to add a JSON tag here So we're going to call this errors. I'll go from there. Yeah. Hey, Scooter, thanks for the follow, my friend. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Okay, cool. So this thing just returns... Oh, it returns an array of error objects. Nice. Okay, cool. Zitzy, what's up? Welcome in. Thanks for the follow. Bye, Spectro. Salute, my friend. How we doing today? Yeah, so this thing, this errors object is just going to be... I guess it would actually be an array of Apple Music error. That's what we should call this. Not errors. Yeah. So this error object in itself, let's just verify this is correct. Hell yeah. Okay, cool. So we just have a code. Then we just map this out here and we're good to go. Hey, Spectro. Yeah, we're working on an app right now called Grüvee. You can check more out about it right here. Let me know if you have any questions, but currently we're working on some Golang functions. Cool. So this thing's going to be another, we add a bunch of JSON tags here. So code as well goes right here. Hey, bye Spectro. Thanks for the follow, my friend. Welcome. Detail. So I guess like the description of what this thing is, right? As they say here, a long description of the problem may be localized. And then a unique event for the occurrence of the error. Nice. Probably put this up here, right? ID. Also a string? Yes, all strings. And then do JSON.id. So if any of you have never seen this kind of JSON tagging thing, this basically says when we get the response, when we decode this thing, we want to look for this key instead of capital ID like that, right? And then so when we decode or encode it, it's always going to have these same JSON filings. And you can do this with a bunch of different tags for web requests, which is really cool in Golang. On status, let's do a status. So to keep the consistency across, it's a string, right? Yeah. Shiro Tomo, thanks for the follow. Woo! Appreciate you being here. Checking GitHub for code first thing in app.js, Rushkey B. Oh no, really? Oh god. So sometimes while I'm debugging through stuff and I'm trying to read like why I did certain things, I see those and I'm like, and I start reading them like, oh, this is a comment I made to help me figure out what I was doing here. And then it's just some random comment that someone added into the code. So thank you for that, Rushkey. Thank you. Yeah, Glorian, if you're looking through the code, the branch we're working off right now is Apple Auth in React Native. And then Grüvee backend is Apple Auth as well. So the release 1.0 should be somewhat up to date at least. I mean, it's helpful, right? No, it's not. Never. I guess I should put this in like alphabetical order, right? That's a thing. So we do like that. Okay, so code, detail, ID, status, title, and then we have source. I don't know what this thing is, this type. So an object containing references to the source of the error. For possible members, see source object. Should probably take a look at that, right? Maybe we can deconstruct that. JSON pointer, a pointer to the associated entry in the request document. I don't know if we really need this thing. The URI query parameter that caused the error. I don't really think we need to go that deep into it, so I'll probably keep source out of this. But yeah, so there you go. So it's an array of these errors, and they should map over properly, which is good. So with that being said, let's go ahead. We're going to now essentially follow the same sort of flow that we have here. what we want to do. Yeah, as we do that. Don't really need that. Don't really need that. And this thing is going to be called now Apple Music Request Error. And this will be Apple Music like that. Decode the thing like that. Hopefully that should be good. Get out of here, dude. Rushki, get out of here, man. Dan Geek, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the team, my friend. Nice to have you. Okay, cool. So if we run into any decoding error here, we're going to print it out here, then return it, and then else, we're going to actually come in here, and we're going to go Apple Music. So Apple Music error dot errors. So I think what I want to do with this array is I just want to grab the first error, right? They do it by order. Yeah, no problem. Dan, welcome in. And Sales United 93, welcome in as well. Thank you all for being here today. I hope you all are enjoying the stream. I think I'm literally just gonna grab the first one, get the detail of it, and then yeah, just get the status code. And this code. I think that's all I want to do. And we can say here, just want. So the first error is the most important. So for now, let's just grab that. Cool. Hell yeah. Nice. So I think our error that we were getting before would have probably benefited from this. And so we should probably simulate an error so we can figure out if this thing is working, and I know exactly what we can do. I'm just going to go to the this social document, and I'm actually going to just delete, or more so just change this to be nothing. And then same here. And now what we can do is our token won't be there, so we should be able to get some more information about why this thing didn't work, right? All right, let's see it. Let's see it, my friends. Cool. So I'm actually going to errors boo. Let's press add. Oh, I have to refresh. That actually created. Yeah, I have to refresh because it needs to pull down our updated document. So you'll see here if we refresh, you'll probably have it. Yeah. So let's delete from library. All right, let's try this again. So now if I go here. Errors. Let's just verify that we didn't pull down a document as well, or a API key. Yep, token is nothing there. Perfect. Press add. Comes over here. Cool. We grab a 400 there. Oh hell yeah! Here it is. Right here, authentication required for request. So this is actually our error now. That's our detail and then our code. I don't know why it prints out like that. But yeah, so now we got a proper error from that, which is really cool. And I think we should change this up a little bit. Make the switch. Thinking about making the switch just Rushki, dude, you're top tier, man. You are top tier, my dude. I love it. Dude, if you can, get as many people over to Flutter as you can. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. What? How come it let me do it before? But I guess I can just cast this as a string, right? Can I just do this? Was it before or after? I always forget. It's actually really interesting. I thought we wouldn't have any issues there. Oh. I'm a dummy. So we can actually just do this. We can just do this. Do this. Like that. And then this is what we should be doing over here as well. But pretty much. Yeah, we can just do. We'll do a percent %V for our formatting. Or we can just use an S, right? I think we just use an S. Just like that. That should do the trick. Pog tomorrow getting a Dyna installed? Oh, baby. Dude, send vids, please. They don't give out straight A's for nothing in troll school. I don't doubt it. You got installed today, it looks sweet. Yeah, I'm sure. It probably sounds amazing, man. All right, let's try this formatting. Hopefully this should do the trick for us. Cool. So again, if we just create another error here, or another playlist with an issue, we should be good. ManCod, thanks for the follow. Welcome. ManCod. There you go. We're making a playlist from you. Oh, there it is. Nice. Okay. So I guess this is a 403. I don't know why they append. I don't know why they append 2 zeros after it, but I guess I'll take it. Unless a 40,300 is a status code. I guess that could be a thing. I don't really know. Interesting. Okay. I'll probably do this status code. Yeah. Also got the Dynam badge. Ooh, baby. Let me take a little look-see at this. Oh, nice, dude. Hell yeah. Oh, man. I miss doing stuff to my car like that. Good times. Is there a template string thing in Go? I don't, not that I know of. I haven't encountered it yet. Not that I've seen. I think I tried looking it up at one point. Yeah, and it just didn't work. And I think it is %V. So the status is an int. Let me look. String format with integer. The value in the default format present. Where's percent? Oh, integer base 2. Base 10. Okay. Yeah, so I think. Oh, there is, but I haven't tried. Nice. Thanks for pointing that out, Mantis. Yeah, maybe. I mean, percent v is just pretty standard, right? I mean, just whatever format it's in. I'm curious if that's gonna. Yeah, let's see if that actually works. I'm curious if it does. Delete that. Do that. Just do something like that. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Again, I don't know why there's 2 zeros at the end, but that's what's returned from the API. So, all right, cool. So I think we can close this bad boy out and commit it. Awesome. So adding support for creating Apple Music playlist. Yeah, that's really it. There we go. Ooh-wee. Man, that's freaking awesome, man. It's a good win here. Okay, so next, what we need to do, it should be a 403 though. So it is a 403, but I wonder if there's some weird stuff going on with it right now. Yeah, this is correct. I don't know why there's 2 zeros at the end, but we'll take it for now. I'm not doing any checks with it. I just printed out to see what the issue is. I think I have a task for going through and actually doing like really proper error handling, because what I want to end up doing is actually setting up like a platform. So with Firebase, they have Crashlytics. So we'll probably set up Crashlytics within the app so we can get proper error reporting and things like that. But for now, again, like we're not even in a beta yet. We're just in an alpha. So this should be okay. All right, folks, give me 1 second. I gotta go take a quick pee. Be back in 2 minutes. See you soon. Yo. All right. Sorry about that. Okay, cool. So we got that all committed. The next thing we have to do is we should probably go through and commit. Our other stuff in regards to the client. So our React Native stuff. I think we gotta look. Pond Marcher, what's up, dude? Pond Marcher. I think if you grab the status field rather than the code field, that will fix the 403 problem. You might be right, actually. Yeah. Oh, yep. I think you might be right. I wonder why they have the difference there. The HTTP status code for the problem, and the code for this error. Oh, but this should have the same thing. But you're probably right. Let's give it a go. Might as well try it, right? And then we can just add this on as well. Yeah, let's try it. I didn't think about that. I just assumed that the code would be the thing that we should follow. Let's do this. Yeah, there you go. Good call. 403. Yeah. Awesome. Hey, Ruffall. Welcome. Heck yeah. Nice. Gasp. So adding proper status. Property. There we go. There she blows. Okay. Nice. And so let's check out our React Native stuff here. I don't remember what we've changed here. It doesn't look like too much. Okay, yeah, so if we're here, handle open URL. Okay, so if we're here, we know we're coming from Apple Music. Our deep link stuff is working here. Add newly created playlist to Apple Music account. Oh, right. Okay, so this was... Yeah, so we're at this point where we deep link back into the app when we're creating a playlist after Apple Music login, right? And we come here and we say, okay, cool, let's go ahead and create a new, or let's go ahead and create a playlist here based on the code that we get back, right? So that makes sense there. What did I add here? Oh, just added this. That's fine. Nothing, not a big deal there. And then the Apple action. So here, handle app, Apple deep link, create Firebase token, write user document. Do I actually even call this thing anywhere? Okay, nice. Yeah, I do. So that works there. And then I had, since we're currently only calling this on creating a playlist, we should call our Firebase function to actually create this playlist on the user Apple Music account as well. Create social playlist. I see. So I think instead of doing it over here, oh, okay. Hold up. Yeah, I'm trying to, this is what it is. All right. So when we actually get our, we have Apple auth here, starting Apple auth deep link. Assuming that we have our current user, we go in from there and do that as well. Tim Muscrim. Oh my lord. Thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Samuel the boy. Dehydration around the nation. Cheers, friend. This Lucas, welcome in as well. Thanks for joining the team. Man, we got so many developers coming in. Come on in, developers. Get on in here. Yeah, okay. So our handle Apple Deep Link is actually over here, which will be handling our call to create our playlist. So this is good. This is good. So write user document and then handle playlist. So we're going to want to do, oh no, I'm going to sneeze. Whew, excuse me. Where are you, my friend? Here we go. Wow, so is this all we're gonna have to do? Yo, this is actually pretty slick, man. Is this gonna be it? Is this gonna be it at this point? Social platform and playlist name. Dude. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. All right, so let's go ahead and grab this thing here. Create social platform, and then come here, and it was the social platform and then the playlist name. So social platform, we'd literally, oh crap, do we not actually have it here? Oh, yeah, so it looks like we can update a social platform based on the user ID. But we actually don't have our social platform here. So we need the users social platform. You know, I'm wondering, because we really don't use a lot of it. What we really use here, so in our Golang function, right? What we really check for in this thing are the following things. So yeah, I mean, we have all this stuff here, but we really only care about platform name. OID. But we do pass in our user ID. Oh, but we have like refresh token stuff as well. Yeah, this gets a little tricky. We should just pass in the whole thing. Oh, or we could just do this. So update social platform. Just update return. So because I was thinking what we can do is we could also just update our or return the document we just updated, right? And I think that is somewhat okay. The problem is yeah, so we get the social platform snap here, and then that's the document reference. Then we update it with whatever new data we pass in here. And then I feel as though at that point we need to, I wonder if we can just call a get on this thing, right? And then, so we just do, we call get, right? Get returns us the actual data here. The only problem with this data get attempts to provide up-to-date data when possible by waiting for the data from the server, but it may return cache data or fail if the server's offline. Okay. Yeah, so we definitely want to pass in source server here, because at this point we want the latest and greatest from our DB. But this thing returns a document snapshot. So wait. Oops. We should probably do this in a try catch, huh? Unless these, no, these are getting called in other try catches. Yeah, so this is actually okay. So we'll actually just want to return get updated platform, because I think at this point what I'm concerned about is in our social platform. Okay, actually we're good. I thought we might have references to other documents, but we don't. So we don't need to unwrap them. We can just get the latest data here, as I'm saying. Yeah, so we're gonna end up updating our social platform. We do .get, we get the source from the server. Yeah, so we want to avoid the cache. We want to make sure we always get the latest from here at this point. And we're going to set this equal to const updated platform. Right. And so if I log console.log USB 777, thanks for the follow. Woo! Welcome in. Yeah, I think at this point we should be good, right? If I wanted to like grab data from this thing, this document snapshot, I always forget. Yeah, no. Platform snap. This is document reference. Then we just get the actual data here. So this should just return everything that we need. And so update social platform. We should just end up we should log that out and then return updated platform. I guess more so do that. So we wait for it, update it, come over here. Get our const like that. And then create social playlist. And this is where we can bring in our updated platform. This thing takes in our social platform and then the name. So the only problem is now we don't have the name of the playlist that was just created. So I low-key don't know how we're going to get that. I'm really not sure what we're going to do there. And so this is for the scenario where you sign in or you do this like immediately after you authenticate with Apple Music. That's kind of the weirdness of this right now. We're going to do this. So we're going to call that. We're just going to see what this thing prints out to begin with. And then let me do this as well. Like that. And then we're going to actually want to, I think it's playlist. Add playlist bottom sheet. Yep. Here's where we're doing the check for our, if we've already displayed this thing or not. Yeah. Yo, Temov Ganov, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Hope you're doing well today, my friend. Yeah, so we have this thing here. This is what I need to, the async storage I need to clear. But for now, what we're going to do, we're going to do this. Just comment this stuff out real quick. And we're going to rebuild it, and we're going to see if it works. So at this point, what we should see happen is we should try to authenticate with Apple. When we deep link back into the app, we should see a printed, some printed stuff here with our social platform with our API key in it. So if I do add me, press add here. We're gonna go to let's go. Oh, our server's not up. Oh, you know what? I actually just realized something else as well. So we're actually calling our create playlist off the bat here. Okay, we need to revisit. I think we need to revisit this thing real quick. Well, I guess let's focus on this, and then we need to revisit how or where the hey Lone Wolf, welcome. So we need to revisit where after pressing add on playlist, get the call to create social playlist. Yeah. But let's first see what this thing prints out, and then we can go from there. So yeah, so the first call you'll see is actually gonna go over here to Apple Music, right? And then it's gonna say, hey, by the way, we don't have any API set up for you. So you go, let's go. Come over here. We're granted with our auth screen to sign up with Apple Music. We're already off. It's cool. Come in here. Okay, cool. Updated platform. An API token. Dude. Easy. Okay, so this is exactly what we needed. Sure. Where are you, my friend? Where are you? Here it is. Yeah, so it's literally just this.data, and there it is. So we get all of our updated platform stuff there. And then we could create our social playlist, but let's figure out where this thing is actually getting called first. So when we press add playlist, we do a try on this thing. First thing we do is write new created playlist to Firestore, then add to state, okay? Set DB reference to write path to user doc in DB. Okay, so we write all of them based on that, and then wait for those updates. Then we add playlist to user. So this calls our Redux action to add it to our local state, and then get members from playlist and put in state. Call envo to create playlist on social platform. If needed a refresh token, it will be passed back here. Sounds really weird. If a refresh token is needed, it will be passed back here. So this makes sense. This gets called immediately when we add a playlist. The problem is that we don't want to call this immediately after the Apple authentication, right? Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think we want to do that. So I think what we're really going to want to end up doing is what are we going to want to do here? Oh, this actually would be a good check. So I think I think what we're going to want to end up doing is pretty much just saying if we're an Apple user and we don't have an API token, we don't want to call this thing at all, right? Because why would we want that? And then if we are Apple, but we do have an API token, then we can call this thing. Or if we're any other platform currently. Hey, Roars. Quiet chat. Yeah, a little quiet. It's been quiet the past couple streams, honestly. I think people are just chilling. So yeah, let's check for that. So first, I guess we can keep that here, but it's really if platform is Apple and API, or honestly, if there's no API token, right? Like if there's just no API token, let's just not call this thing. If the social platform does not have an API token, we shouldn't attempt this. Yeah, I think that's really what it comes down to. People are just sick of you? 100%. 100%. I totally get it. I'm sick of myself too sometimes, you know? Oh. If social platform, so we can say if user dot preferred social platform, what does this thing look like? I always forget. Preferred social platform. Oh no, we have to just do social platform. My bad. Social platform object. API token. Yes. So preferred social platform dot API token dot length. Yep. So if we have a length, we're gonna do this. Else we're not gonna do it at all. Easy, dude. Found renew subscription. Thank you for renewing Chatbot 9000. Hope you enjoy your services. What? Thanks for the renewal. Growl. Hey, yo. Let's go. Hello, fellow watchers. Burp, burp. Yeah, you should renew your sub. You got that Prime, baby. Oh. Yo, I want some of those biscuits too. Holy crap, man. They look delicious. Are we going to have to create a like... Oh no, we might have to create like a food section in the Discord, huh? You're posting all these beautiful food pics and I kind of want to like take a stab at some of these and post mine. No worries, Isaac. I'm just messing with you. Ooh, cheese and onion scones. Sounds delicious. All right, and then if we do... We don't have anything here. Let's just log out. Have any... Oh, Rushki coming in with the tier 1 gifted sub to Isaac. Woo! Isaac, there you go. Now you don't got to wait. Let's go. Yo, Rushki, salute, my dude. Thank you for the gifted sub. You know Rushki's going to come in here and do that. Use that Prime someplace else. Kick. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Isaac, welcome back, man. Welcome back as an intern. Does not have an API token. Cool. Castro Coder, thanks for the follow, my friend. Welcome to the team. I'm glad to have you. It was a long time since I gifted. Dude, you've gifted 57 subs to the channel. You're an animal already. I appreciate you. All right, let's try this thing out. So I think we should be good to go here. I do this. So now we just should not get a call at all when we create this thing, right? So let me delete this thing. We delete that. Okay. I come over here and I'm like, do not call Apple Music add. Awesome. So you'll see it actually does not call there, which is really good. That means it worked. So now we can do our whole Apple off auth stuff here, we should be good to go. So the question is, when we come over to Apple Actions, we go through the flow where we sign in with Apple Music, right? We get our token back, we get it over here, but now we don't know what our playlist name is. That's kind of the big problem, right? And so if we kind of bring this back a little bit, find all references, and go over here. Oh, Dr. Dynamite coming in with the tier 1 gifted sub to Dave Hallenline. Dave Hallenline, excuse me. Dude, Dr. Dynamite, salute, man. Thank you so much for that. Dave, welcome into the team as an intern. Glad to have you. I might be absorbing Dutch. Hey, that's a good thing, no? Or is that bad? Thank you again for that, Dr. Dynamite. I appreciate you, man. Woo. Oh man, das ist nicht gut. I like it. Oh, how are we gonna do this one? I don't really know. So the problem is that we don't have the title of the playlist, which is gonna be a bit of an issue, eh? we Swedish now, chat. Oh, good to know. Good to know. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do in this scenario. So we could do something kind of sketchy, like kind of janky. Basically, we know at this point we've already created our playlist, so our playlist should be in our state, right? So if we actually look in our state right now, we should have another playlist. There should be 3 in here. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. And so the question is, are we guaranteed that this playlist is always going to be the last one? Because what we could do is we just go to Redux and we grab the latest playlist. And then we grab the title from that, and then that's what we send over. We could actually do that. Solly84, thanks for the follow. Welcome. They're super throaty. Okay. Nice. I want Alec to say this. Oh man, this is gonna be completely butchered. Svenska kultbular är det bästa kultbularna. Huh? How did I do? Ratings? 10 out of 10, right? Ten out of 10. Oh, I think this is what we should do. Absolutely nailed it. Thank you, Reshki. I appreciate that. Is there a way to test that it's guaranteed to be the last one? I don't know, Lone Wolf. That's what kind of scares me. It's just the way that I set it up, right? What we really should do is essentially we should add a timestamp to when this thing's created, and then we could grab the earliest timestamp, and that would be the playlist. I don't know if we can guarantee that it's always going to be the last one. I just append it. The thing is, I append it to the array, so it should always be the last one anyways. And then, like, I'm kind of going off the fact that when we set it in state, we always append it as the last one when we create a new playlist. So it's a little sketch. So at this point, the playlist, please don't attempt it. That one looks a lot more difficult. I won't. Thank you for warning me. I like attempting things, but I also don't like utterly butchering everything. So thanks for the heads up. Seems a little sketch. I don't know. I don't know how else to do it. Because the problem is this is coming back from a deep link. Hey, Evolve. Welcome back. So it's the only time this is going to be handled is on deep link. And so when you deep link back into the app, you have no idea about the state of the app before, right? So yeah. I see a white crown, but no red brain. Evolve your mind. I kind of like how that flows. Evolve your mind. Add it. Yeah, I think so, Lone Wolf. I think we'll definitely need to come back to this, but I think 9 out of 10 times this is going to work. I feel like we might run into one issue where it's like, oh, it's not in the proper spot of the array, you know? So, I don't know. We should grab the last playlist in the array. Newest array. Evolve your mind. Thank you for coming in with that. Asa. Salute, my dude. I hope you enjoyed the Prime video there. Thanks for sending it out, Rushki. I tried there, but I think hopefully I do it better now. Thank you for the Prime, my friend. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Don't forget to join our Discord. All new interns, come on in. Get an intern role in Discord. All you gotta do is link your Twitch account to your Discord account, and we'll handle the rest. Okay, at this point, and then seems super jank. Should probably fix this. Probably fix this Kappa. Oh crap, Ola. But how am I getting access to my state here, dude? I don't think I'm gonna be able to. We're probably gonna have to pass it in here. We'll need to pass in playlist name here, right? Maybe we'll create a selector called get latest playlist. We will handle this. Alec actually has paid mods that filter through all the Discord members and checks if they're sub. Shh, don't tell them. Gabriel, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Yeah, we should probably build a selector around this. Oh, or we can just do this. State.playlist. Playlist or playlist? Playlists. Okay. Data reducer dot playlists dot by ID. Oh, damn it. Oh yeah, no, we'll have to create an actual selector for this. We'll have to create an actual selector. Probably a better idea anyways. Selectors. So we have map playlist from user selector. Latest playlist selector. Or newest playlist? Is newest a word? Is this a proper word in the English dictionary? Need to form a union. No, please, no. Is this a word? Okay, I think it is. I believe so. It sounds weird in my head. Newest playlist selector. So create selector. So this guy, we're going to take the state, and then we're going to say state.playlists, data reducer, .playlists. And then here, we take our playlists, and pretty much all we need to do is... Yeah, I think we have to do a similar check like this. So we probably just do like get newest playlist, pass in our playlists here, and then that will return whatever we need. So const get newest playlist, given some playlists, right? And then from here, we do these checks as well, so we don't run into any issues. Playlist user playlists. Oh, I see. Oh, no, this is fine. We actually don't need this at all. Oh, I see. So the only check we need is really playlists. If playlists, damn it. Boss is a dictator? No, really? Oh God. I didn't even know about this, this union. All we want is a Tesla each. That's not too much to ask for. Oh man. Hey, maybe one day I'll just raffle off my Tesla. You guys just take it. I don't want it anymore. It's one day. That's what you can stay around for. Mod the channel for the potential to have a raffled off Tesla. Easy. Hey, see you, Rushki. Thanks for hanging out. Enjoy your sushi. What should we return here? Probably return null. Cool. So if playlist.length, if we have a length in here, essentially just get the latest, right? So it should just be return playlists, playlist. Some water? Samuel, cheers, my friend. Thank you. Thanks for the water. I don't want to use Tesla. I'm not a peasant. Oh, my bad. Totally understandable. Though mine is in pristine condition. I hope at least. We're just going to return the whole playlist object. Oh, so if we're doing it by ID, or actually we can just do this. We can do, we get all IDs. So const newest playlist ID. This thing will just equal playlists dot all IDs, and then we do IDs dot length -1. Yeah, so all IDs has a list of all our IDs, and then we do return playlists dot by ID. Now we just pass in our newest playlist ID like that. Yeah, there we go. What is the anthem of the Pixel dev team? Yeah, so since all of the DCMA stuff has been happening with Twitch, we don't really have time to. Well, I don't know if we should really be playing it on here, but it was the USSR national anthem. I don't know why, just like out of nowhere it started. I don't know who first started it, but ever since then, we started doing the USSR national anthem once on stream. Someone would add it into our music queue. So hope that answers your question. I'll take it. I'm not picky. Good to know, Dynamite. Don't worry. I'll keep you in mind. Keep you in mind. What's up, Chova? Yep. Thanks, Rose. React Native. It is. So we're using JS right now for that. Okay. So newest playlist selector. So here, pretty much, we're gonna go here. Playlist selector. I don't think I have a playlist selector. Cool, so Grüvee, Redux, selectors, playlist selectors. Here we go. Nice. What are we using for Golang? Hey, Ricker. So I'm writing Firebase functions in Golang. Yeah, so serverless functions. We know, yes. Yep, we have an issue in GitHub to fix that. Yeah. Maybe one day. I guess we got to finish the app first, right? All right, so newest playlist. Let's see what we get right here. Yep. So let's do a console.log. Let's see if this thing even works, man. I don't know if it's going to. I feel weird about it. Handle open URL. Oh shit, there's something here. Set initial user data? Well, that's interesting. Okay. Oh, no. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's see if this thing even works. Someone wants you to convert everything. Yeah, no, I think it was something that we did a while back. It was an issue I did a while back. I'm like, eventually we should probably convert this thing. Yeah, you could just plug types now and have both JS and TS without need to convert everything. Plug types. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, so here's the thing that I keep running back and forth with in my mind. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that's just constantly changing. And so all these like big changes or switching over to new things and whatever, I feel like I want the app to be in a state where we're not doing drastic changes all the time. Because we're still doing some pretty big changes and like it's affecting a lot of different parts of the app. So I feel like we should wait until those are done and then we start doing stuff like that. You know what I mean? I don't know. Hope that makes sense. Okay, so we should be able to refresh this. Let's see what happens. So anything by using Firebase, you create a huge dependency that will cost you a lot of money if the app's successful. Yeah, I mean, Ricker, you have a good point. The thing is, Firebase is awesome. So, like, I'd be fine paying for it, right? Because it's made developing this thing so much easier. And I think what it's going to end up coming down to is I want to still stick with Firebase for a lot of things, but we'll have to probably optimize things for pricing, depending on, like how much we end up using. And so, like, this is an open source app, right? and it's going to be free. So like there won't be any income coming from that, but hopefully we can get to a point where it is used by a lot of people. And yeah, I mean, we'll see. It's all about optimization and kind of just going with the flow, right? So yeah, I make it work, then make it work well. Exactly, Lone Wolf. It's probably easier to convert now and then use it going forward rather than have a whole app to convert and possibly break stuff through refactoring. Yeah, I think there's a lot of different thoughts on that, Dom. My philosophy behind this type of stuff is build an app that works. It's not going to be beautiful. It's like, or the code's not going to be beautiful. It's not going to be like incredibly optimized, but it works. Understand if people like this thing, understand what changes need to happen. So like essentially get user feedback and then make those changes. And then once you have an app that people are super psyched about and stoked about, that's when you start making these big changes on top of, for things like performance and, you know, developer sanity and things like that. Dan602, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you being here. So that's kind of my approach to this. We're doing some hacky things. We're doing some weird-ish things, but it's going to work. People are going to be able to use it, and then they're going to be like, cool, so I don't like this or I do like this. Ricker, thanks for the follow as well. Welcome. Yeah, Hotfixer. Yeah, I mean, I'm always interested to see what people think about that, but this is pretty much my philosophy behind it. Yeah, definitely different philosophies for sure, for sure. I think it makes more sense, right? Like, I'm not going to spend all this time on something, and then at the end of the day, someone's going to be like, you know, I get user feedback, and people are like, well, I don't really think this is useful. And you end up, or, you know, it's not as good as you would have thought. Yo! Dad of Dom, thanks for gifting a tier 1 sub to Lone Wolf. Salute, my dude. I appreciate you, Lone Wolf. Welcome into the team. Dad of Dom, appreciate you. Thank you for coming as a tier 1 sub. Folks, don't forget to join the Discord. Don't forget to link your Twitch account to your Discord account. I appreciate that support so much, man. Thank you very much. Fluffy Pogo, welcome in. Nice to see you. Lone was also, once you have something working, you understand the problem space better so that you optimize it. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I think the best way to start any project is never the way you start it. Just do it. The best way to start any project is never the way you start it. Oh, okay. I see. It took me a minute to understand that. Yeah, no, that, I agree. Yeah. I mean, everyone's going to start a project and they're going to be like, the way I started this was complete trash. It's just a learning experience, you know? Hey, Don, what do you use Golang for in your stack? We use it for Firebase functions. Yep. Yep. Yeah, thank you again, Dad of Dom. Appreciate you, friend. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, so you should be good. As long as you have your Twitch account linked to your Discord account, you'll get an awesome intern role in the community, man. Thank you for that again, for those 2 subs. But yeah, I think it depends on what you're building, you know? Depends on what you're building, and what your end goal is, right? Like if you're, in my opinion, if you're working on, I guess let me go here. If you're working on a project that you're trying to monetize and get, like build something for users and make this thing and make it successful. In my experience and my thought, it's build it quick, get it out to people and talk to the people that are using your app, right? That's why, like for Grüvee, I've set up this Discord because I want people to tell me like what they like and what they don't like about it. You know, the technical stuff will come, but like I want people to use this thing, and I want to understand if people find this useful or not. And so I feel like that's kind of the thought process, right? Behind making something more long term. So, hey, Princess Nasty of Love. Ooh. Sounds interesting. Hey, thank you. Well, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Yeah, exactly, Royce. Yeah. Yeah, Hotfix, I agree with you. I think all developers go through that. Oh no, Isaac. I don't like the developer. I like the docs. Hey, Princess Nasty of Love, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I'm a web full stack developer, but mobile apps look really interesting as well. Oh, heck yeah. Cool. Well, welcome in. I'm glad you're getting a little taste of what we're doing here. Appreciate you being here. I'm a huge fan of mobile apps. But I can't really enjoy programming and then refactoring. It's way easier for me to make cleaner from the start for them to be easier to program later on. Yeah. I mean, let me be clear. Like, I'm not saying write trash code. Like, don't, like, think about what you're doing and try to optimize it at the beginning. But realistically, what you write at the very start of any project, it's never going to be optimized, in my opinion. You're always going to refactor something, right? There's never going to be a time when you spend all this time working, like, you can spend 5x more time working on something and you're still going to end up refactoring it later on, right? So, I don't know. Again, everyone has their philosophies. It's really interesting to hear kind of like what people think. But anyways, so we're going to get our newest playlist here. Let's see if we actually get this thing. So when we get back into our deep link, that's when we should, that's when we should get our thing. Oh. We have null here. App.js line 142. Interesting. So our selector is working. But at this point, playlist data reducer. So playlists, all IDs. Yeah, all IDs. Playlists. I guess we should probably see console.log. We have playlists. Yeah, I'm curious to see what that is. Yeah, Ricker, yeah. I get the paralyzed in new project fear, so I just need to start and stop worrying. I know I'm never going to be happy with what I would choose down. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I think that's kind of the biggest reason why a lot of people get stuck on. They kind of get stuck on creating something, right? Because they're like, oh, I don't know what to build. And then, I don't know. You get paralyzed, like you're saying, and you end up not doing it. Yeah. Hey, my CSS isn't that bad, all right? It's gotten better. No project always will be great and amazing, no matter how many people, money, time spent on it. It all depends on the community opinions and then create the changes. So make projects user-friendly and usable, but to stage where they can give feedback. It's important they can give feedback. It's important when the community feels how much you really care for the project. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Princess, I think you and I have like lined up ideologies on that for sure. I agree. I 100% agree. Because you're building something for yourself, right? But you want other people to use it. So you need to hear and listen to what other people have, ideas they have. And that's how you make your project better and more people use it. It's simple. Just make the switch. See you later, Isaac. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, God. Let's just go ahead and print out the playlist here. And then after this, I think I probably have to head out too. But let's see this thing here. Hummel Papa, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Hey, Carthax, welcome back. How you doing? All right, so we're going to go back over here. Essentially, new playlist. Let's call this the newest playlist. Our selector should have something in it at this point. So we go over here, deep link. Yeah, okay. So the problem is it looks like when we get back into our deep link here, our newest playlist is not updated. Our state isn't updated with the... It's really weird though. Because it shows up as null, meaning that we have 0 playlists in here. wonder why. I wonder why. Interesting. Yeah, okay, we're gonna have to take a look at this tomorrow, next time. I'm very confused by why that is happening there. Because we should have our data at that point. But let's go ahead and write down what we did today. So did we finish up Golang work for setting up Apple Music Game to create playlists? We did that. We now have our Golang function creating a playlist within Apple Music, which is freaking sweet. So what we did today? We now have Grüvee creating a playlist on an Apple Music account via API. Sick. I have a lesson starting to have. Have fun, everyone, with the stream, and stay safe, healthy. Wow, so much love here. Thanks, Princess. I appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day. Stay safe out there as well. Fix some issues with what do we do here? So fix some issues with. Your English is perfect. Don't worry about it. Totally got it. Fix some issues with our flow on creating a social playlist. Pretty much tidied. Or pretty much cleaned up Golang function for creating playlist. So what are we going to do next time? I like those emotes. So pretty much what we're going to do next time is finish up logic for creating a playlist, or creating a playlist after Apple Music auth, and then go through our bare bugs. Yep, bare notes for bugs. There it is. Folks, thank you for hanging out with me today. I hope you had a great time on the stream. Really appreciate you being here. If you're new to the channel and you like what you saw, come on back. All you gotta do is hit that little heart button down below there. And also feel free to join our Discord. We have an awesome community of people over there. Always looking to help out, always looking to showcase projects. And that's where I keep up to date with essentially everything. So any new things that we're starting, any events, schedule changes, all of that's happening in Discord. So feel free, come on in. We'd love to have you. Caller33, thank you for the follow, my friend. Welcome. And folks, at the end of every stream, we always love throwing a nice little raid. So make sure you stick around for the raid and grab that raid message right there. Harry, have a good one as well. See ya. Hotfixer, always a pleasure as well, my friend. Thanks for being here. Thank you very much. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Let's see who we're going to raid today. Let's see. Let's raid. See you guys later. Yeah, Lone Wolf, Roars, Dynamite. See you later. Let's go for Mish Manners. Or no, actually, let's find someone brand new today. Someone brand spanking new. Thoughts, concerns? Let's find someone in here brand new. – Leonardo Seska, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Have a great one, Pawn. Go for a low ruin. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for someone cool on here. BXJS on furlough. Learning TypeScript and rewriting Exoframe. No idea. Let's take a look. Yeah, we're going for low view. Lunar, we're actually just finishing up right now, my friend. Sorry about that. But if you come by tomorrow, I will be here. Yama Light. Make sure to grab that raid message, folks. Let's get Grüvee. Let's show Yama Light what's up. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for hanging out, friend. Yeah, make sure you have your notifications turned on and you'll know exactly when I go live. Here's the schedule as well in case you're curious. All right, friends, have a fantastic rest of your day. Thanks for being here again. Enjoy the raid. I will see you all same time, same place, mañana en la mañana. Peace and love. Let's show Yama Light what's up.